Hylix is the game for you if you're seeking for something utterly out of the ordinary that will leave you wondering what you've gotten yourself into. It's unclear what the game or any of its characters are trying to convey, but attempting to figure it out or not trying to figure it out is half of the enjoyment. The visual direction and design may appear to be off-putting at first, but as you get into it, you'll discover that Hylix is a fun game with its own brand of humor and charm. The amount of time and work put into each of the clay-molded sprites is unlike anything else in the RPG Maker series, and the abstract characters and universe will make you wonder what the significance behind it all means, if any at all. The Eternal Castle is similar to Out of This World or the original Prince of Persia in terms of gameplay. The difference is that the game takes place in a post-apocalyptic sci-fi universe where nothing is certain about who you are, or where you should go. If you believe you've got it all figured out, the next thing you know, you'll be questioning whether any of it is real. The game offers a fresh new take on an old favorite, one that will keep you wondering until the very end. Memories can become fractured and warped over time, and they're much more perplexing when you're attempting to forget about them. Exploring the memories of the past may not sound like the most exciting adventure, but when the past was around transforms it into a moving, intriguing, and valuable experience. Their tale becomes clearer as you follow the main character through her various memories shared with a mysterious companion. It's a memorable journey of remembering, letting go, and moving on. When the Past Was Around is a fantastic example of surrealism done in a non-threatening and non-horror manner, and it resonates with its challenging topics, which are portrayed simply yet effectively. Her story is a bizarre game that will keep you on the edge of your seat until the very end, and even then, you may struggle to get out of your seat. You'll strain your brain to figure out what's going on, what's a lie, what's the truth, what knowledge is useful, and what's a waste of time. Is this a dream or a nightmare? Her story presents you with a single story that you must piece together from fragments, but what makes it strange is that there is no apparent direction or explanation as to why you're doing it. Exploring every clip on the very 90s in-game database adds to the surreal feeling of having stepped back in time to solve this mystery. Many Nintendo franchises are hesitant to take risks, especially following shady relationships with businesses like Philips, which resulted in the disastrous CDI games. Despite these failures, Nintendo delivered one of the most beloved and talked about titles in one of its most well-known franchises with a far more subtle foray into the odd. The Legend of Zelda is a video game developed by Nintendo. Majora's Mask was a much-needed addition to the Zelda series, and it cleared the way for more experimental games like Twilight Princess. Majora's Mask is eerie and dark, unlike any other Zelda game, with more symbolism and deeper themes than any prior title in the series. The game has been examined and characterized as an allegory for death and loss by many fans. Majora's Mask will not disappoint if you're seeking for a Zelda game that takes you off the main route to Hyrule. Surrealism isn't always frightening, but when it is, it may be terrifying. Blasphemous distorts and deranges traditional Renaissance-era religious imagery, raising issues about what it all means. As you fight soul-like challenging adversaries and barriers that look like they were stolen right from the pages of the Berserk manga, you'll encounter cryptic characters and perplexing iconography. Myst was one of the most well-known games to include surreal aspects into its setting and riddles. A sense of mystery and adventure is masterfully captured throughout the game, which few games have ever managed to match. Even fewer have managed to recreate Myst's unique atmosphere, which kept you guessing about the weird island you were on and what it was used for. Surrealism in Myst is like to experiencing a dream with no clear direction, but one that is intriguing enough to keep you exploring. Moon, dubbed a remix RPG, begins by immersing you in an Inception-style situation in which you play a game within a game. This is quickly followed by an experience that defies all of the standard assumptions of a typical role-playing game. Moon not only has a unique art style that sets it apart from other games, but it also has unique gameplay and goals. Moon encourages you to strengthen the love and happiness of those in the game, rather than fights and devastation. There will always be something to wonder about, no matter how many times you play Off. Even if you believe you understand the broad premise of Off, there are still minor details that will perplex you more than an M. Night Shyamalan picture. Off is guaranteed to scratch your itch if you enjoy abstract RPGs like Undertale or Earthbound. You've probably seen millions of fighting systems like it, but you've never seen characters, storylines, or places exactly like those in Off. Since its release, Inscription has caused quite a stir in the gaming community for a variety of reasons. The game feels like all the greatest components of a gripping thriller, with its engrossing gameplay and a story that continuously puts you at a disadvantage of knowing what's going on. Without giving anything away, suffice it to say that Inscription is one of the most eerie games of its kind. Inscription is the nightmare mystery you won't want to wake up from. A game that leverages its atmosphere to keep you in your seat and playing just one more card, time and time again.